Hello learners. Unit 2 Service and Maintenance Procedure 1 Part 2 presented by myself Professor N. Venkateshwarlu, Mechanical Engineering, School of Engineering and Technology, IGNOU, New Delhi. Learners, we are learning about the servicing of vehicle of various parts of a motorcycle. So in the previous video we have learned about the what is carburetor, how it what is the function of the carburetor and how it should be serviced. And now we are going to learn about what is air screw. Note, the air screw is factory preset. Adjustment is not necessary unless the carburetor is overhauled or a new air screws installed. Caution: damage to the air screw seat will occur if the air screw is tightened against the seat. So, the air screw tightening we have to learn in the first point is warm up the engine to the normal operating temperature, that is 60 degrees centigrade to 65 degrees centigrade. Air screw initial opening, that is to open the air screw, to turn the screw 1/5 8 turns out, then ideal speed should be kept 1400 plus or minus 100 rpm. 1. Stop the engine and connect to tachometer. Turn the air screw clockwise until it sits tightly and then turn it out to the specifications. That is shown in the figure 2.16. Start the engine and adjust the ideal speed with the throttle stop screw. Turn the head screw in or out slowly to obtain the highest engine speed. Readjust the ideal speed to the specified value with the help of throttle stop screw. Make sure that the engine does not misfire or run erratically. Then repeat steps 5 and 6 until engine speed increases smoothly. Readjust the ideal speed with the throttle stop screw, that is shown in the figure 2.17. So, this is the figure. You can see that throttle stop screw readjustment of ideal speed. So, ideal speed is required, so that accordingly we have to adjust the throttle screw. Then air filter. So, what is air filter? What is the function of air filter? So, the air filter is used to supply fresh and filtered air to the engine. That is also shown in the figure 2.18. Air in the atmosphere consists of fine dust, chips and dry grass, air floating seeds, snow, moisture and all suspended particulate matters. It also reduces the intake air noise. The air filter casing consists of passages for blow by gas from crankcase to the routed to the engine after the oil and moisture is separated from blow by and stored in a oil reservoir. So, air filter function is to avoid the dust particles entering into the engine or air fuel mixture. So, that is the important of a air filter. So, this is the air filter figure. You can see working of a air filter. So, the types of air filters, air filter materials. There are three types of air filter materials. One is polyurethane, dry paper and viscous paper. Types of air filters. The polyurethane used for the mopeds and small motorcycle, dual purpose vehicles. Its characteristics are reusable with simple cleaning and its efficiency is 90 to 95%, and the maintenance is wash with high flash point solvent and apply oil, then reuse. Then dry paper. So, this is also one type of a air filter. A road sports model, it is used for the road sports model, and air resistance is low and suitable for high performance motorcycles. Its efficiency is 98.5 to 99%. Maintenance is blow with high pressure air and reuse. Then third one is viscous paper. A road sports model general motorcycles and long service life 99% to 98.95 percentage replace as scheduled life. There is no need to clean. It's only simply if the life is over or according to schedule, it has to be replaced. That is viscous paper air filter. So maintenance procedure for polyurethane foam air filter. So there are three types we have learned. So in three types, one is the polyurethane foam filter. It has remove the air cleaner, wash away any accumulated dust or dirt by gently squeezing it in non-flammable or high flash point solvent like kerosene. Then be sure that element is dry thoroughly before soaking in oil. So it has to be dried. The cleaner has to be dried. Then again it is soak the element in 90 grade oil, squeeze out the excess oil, apply a thin coat of lithium grease to the sealing surface. So this is the procedure for the polyurethane foam air filter cleaning. Then you can see here cleaning of air filter. So air filter cleaning stand, cleaning, then air filter cleaning stand. It has to be kept in a stand. So that is it. Using petrol or low flash point solvents for cleaning filter may result in a fire or explosion. So these are the points to be noted. Then scooter or secondary air filters. In scooters, a separate polyurethane filter is provided for secondary air injection system. Follow the cleaning procedure as polyurethane foam type. Here also one has to remember some points. Clean the secondary air filter during every service. Maintenance procedure, dry paper pleated type air filter. If the surface of the element is dirty, remove the dust first by tapping the element gently. Ensure to keep the carburetor side up while tapping the dust. When blow away any remaining dust on the surface of the filter with compressed air moisture free from the clean side, carburetor side, that is known as carburetor side, towards the dirty side. The points to be remembered here: never wash the dry paper type air filter. Replace the dry paper type air filter once in every 12,000 kilometers of running the vehicle. So these points are to be remembered, learners. So dry paper pleated panel type, step 1. The step 1 for maintenance of air filter. Start cleaning by blowing compressed air with a pressure capability of compressor from the wire netting side, meshing side of the filter element about 30 mm away from it. Move the air gun in an up and down motion and then left and right motion alternatively for 5 times a minimum for about 2 minutes. Continue blowing until the dust is completely blown away. Now we will see the step 2 for the maintenance of the air filter, particularly for dry paper pleated panel type. So to finish cleaning and to remove tiny dust particles on the filter element, blow compressed air from the paper filter side, keeping the air nozzle 50 mm away and at 45 angle and moving it along the paper fold line for 30 seconds. Points to remember, the learners: do not perform step 2 directly or first, as the fine dust particles may go deep inside the element. So first do the step 1 and then go for the step 2. While rotating the element by hand, blow compressed air from one end to the other end for about 2 minutes. Now blow the dust from the surface of the paper element about 50 mm away from it, aiming the gun at 450 degrees angle and moving it along the paper fold line for 30 seconds. Points to be remembered. Do not perform step 2 first, as the fine dust particle may go deep inside the element. Maintenance free viscous type. So this is also one type of air filter. So but there is no, it's a free, you can say maintenance free is nothing but replacing the viscous type paper whenever according to the schedules, or sometimes you can say the 500 kilometers or 1000 kilometers it has to be replaced. Replace the air cleaner element as per the maintenance schedule, or any time if it is excessively dirty or damaged, as shown in the figure 2.7. Points to remember: never wash or clean the viscous filter. Replace air cleaner element every 5000 kilometers. So there is no need to clean it. This is a free maintenance air filter, you can say that. Simply replace it. Once it is damaged, it has to be replaced, or it has to be replaced for every 5000 kilometers. Replace it earlier if it is becomes very dirty, damaged, or surface or on the sealing area. Check that air cleaner seal is in good condition. Replace if necessary. So these are the points to be remembered, learners, for this viscous air filter. Air cleaner cleaning. Do not clean air cleaner element with solvent to remove dust, and also to not use forced air on it. Figure 2.28 shows the viscous oil will be lost and filter becomes dry. As the base filter paper is coarse, it cannot block fine dust when it becomes dry. So that is it is shown in the figure 2.28, air cleaner cleaning. Then comes to spark plug. So this is also one of the important part of the motorcycle or motorcycle engine. The spark plug, the carburetor is there, then the spark plug. The spark plug is installed on the engine cylinder head. It is shown in the figure 2.29. It generates sparks between its center and the side electrode with high voltage from the ignition coil. This spark ignites the air fuel mixture taken in the combustion chamber to burn it. The service life of the spark plug varies with factors of operating condition, type and grade of fuel, and compression ratio, etc. Spark plugs should be inspected, cleaned, and re-gapped or replaced in accordance with the maintenance schedule. So the spark plug is a plug which is used to generate the spark to burn the fuels. So that is the function of a spark plug. It is shown in this figure 2.29, position of spark plug. So spark plug, where it is positioned in the cylinder, that you can see here. The spark plug is given, what should be the gap you can see clearly, and the adjustment illustrated shows the cross section of a typical spark plug. The spark plug provides an electrode gap inside the combustion chamber where a spark will ignite the air fuel mixture. So the spark plug's function is to ignite the air fuel mixture. The insulator is sealed to the center electrode and shell to prevent the escape of combustion gases through the spark plug. A gasket under the shoulder of the shell prevents the escape of combustion gases between the spark plug and cylinder head. So the learners, the importance of the spark plug you understood. The spark plug function is to spark or burn the air fuel mixture in the engine. Spark plugs are manufactured in standard sizes which are classified in terms of thread diameter and reach. Reach is the distance from the shoulder of the shell to threaded end. Gasket thickness is not included in the reach measurement. These spark plug dimensions must match the corresponding cylinder head dimensions of the engine. For example, Hero Motor Corporation engines in a Hero motorcycle recommended spark plug with a 12 mm thread diameter and 19 mm reach, or you can say that 3/4 inch. Various Hero models use spark plugs of 10 mm, 12 mm or 14 mm threaded diameter and 12.7 mm or 19 mm reach. If the spark plug does not have the correct threaded diameter, then obviously it cannot be installed. If the reach is too long, the spark plug will protrude into the combustion chamber where it may overheat and carbon deposits will accumulate on the spark plug threads, making removal difficult. If the reach is too short, the spark plug will occur in the cavity of the spark plug well, where it will be less effective and carbon deposits will accumulate on the cylinder head threads, impeding installation of the correct reach. The electrodes of spark plug are made with copper. Some use a copper nickel alloy. Platinum electrodes are also used to extend the life of a plug. So different spark plug materials are come up. So the platinum electrode is also one of the part of a spark plug. Although platinum is an extremely durable material, it is expensive, precious material. Therefore, platinum spark plugs cost more than copper plugs. In recent times, iridium electrodes are also in use because of its high durability and allows for an extremely small center electrode with diameter as small as 0.4 mm. Iridium is 6 times harder, 8 times stronger and has a melting point of 1200 degrees centigrade higher than the platinum. So that is the advantage of a iridium electrode. So here you can see the spark plug and its parts. So terminal, then insulator, center electrode, shell, gasket, reach, you can see that, then electrode gap, side electrode, thread diameter. So this is the cross section of the spark plug. So maintenance procedure for spark plug cleaning. Open the spark plug, clean around the spark plug base with compressed air before removing. Make sure no debris enters the combustion chamber when plug is removed. So the learners, one has to remember these things when maintenance is doing the maintenance for the spark plug or cleaning the spark plug. Inspect the spark plug for excessive electrode wear, insulator cracks or signs of gasket leakage, gray stains on the outside of the insulator near the top of the shell. If these conditions are found to exist, discard the spark plug. So nothing but replacing the new spark plug. Inspect the insulator nose and electrodes for signs of fouling or overheating. See spark plug heat range. If the spark plug appears to be reusable, clean the plug and reuse it. Clean the spark plug in spark plug cleaner by rotating and sandblasting alternatively. So this is the servicing procedure of a spark plug. Points to be remembered. Ensure there are no sand particles in the spark plug after cleaning, as this may result in damaging the engine. So no sand particles should be found. So it has to be cleaned thoroughly and then only you can replace the spark plug or fix the spark plug to the engine. Spark plug gap adjustment. Use a wire gauge. So spark plug gap sometimes because of heat or something, the gap will be reduced or increased. So it has to be adjusted. Use a wire gauge to measure spark plug electrode gap. Where there are any surface irregularities, a wire gauge will be measure more accurately than a flat gauges. Check the gap between center electrode and side electrode with a wire tape, wire type feeler gauge. If the gap is incorrect, bend the side electrode to adjust it to the specified gap. So this is the measuring spark plug electrode gap with wire gauge. Here you have to remember some points. All spark plugs, whether new or used, should be accurately gapped before installation. Electrode gap is adjusted by carefully bending the side electrode. So maintenance procedure, spark plug tightening procedure. Optimum spark plug tightening torque varies with factors as cylinder head thread material, iron or aluminum, the condition of the cylinder head threads, and whether they are clean or dirty, dry or oily. Few people use a torque wrench to install spark plugs anyway. Spark plugs must be tightened firmly enough to compress the gasket and form a gas tight seal, but over tightening may cause cylinder head threaded damage. The spark plug gasket can be reused several times provided it remains with the same spark plug and cylinder with which it was originally used. Spark plug tightening procedure. Hand tighten the spark plug before using a wrench to tighten to the specified torque. If it is new spark plug, tighten a new spark plug about half a turn after the sealing washer contacts the seat of the plug hole. Reusing a spark plug, it should only take 1/8 or 1/4 turns. The plug seats or tighten the seat of the plug hole. It is shown in the figure for the new spark plug and old spark plug. Points to be remembered. To prevent damage or cross threading, first hand tighten the spark plug before using a wrench to tighten to the specified torque. Over tightening the spark plug may damage the cylinder head. So correct tightening procedure of spark plug is shown in these figures. Thank you. With this, I conclude the video. I hope you learners, you have learned about the spark plug and carburetor. What are the functions of carburetor? What is the function of a spark plug? So I hope you understood about the spark plug and carburetor functions. So with this, I stop here my lecture. Thank you. Learners, please read the units also and then listen the videos so that you can able to understand better. And with this, I conclude. Thank you.